On this show, we speak our minds and open yours. This is
Bongari Drummo.
It's time to buckle up.
Now, this is
Bongari Drummo.
It's the headlines.
Resign until the PEC has met, says Mahumapelo, and Hawking's family offers lottery for Westminster tickets. Good afternoon, I am Rose Rataha. Embattled Northwest Premier Supha Mahumapelo will not officially announce his decision to step down from his role as head of the province on Wednesday morning as expected. A message from his official told journalists that briefing had been postponed indefinitely. The advisory said this was due to the new developments overnight. The provincial leadership of the ANC has directed that I will not resign until the PEC has met today, Mahumapelo said earlier. It's understood an emergency meeting had been called to discuss his decision. A member of the Chief Whip's office told News 24 that no registration had been received from Mahumapelo. He said they heard about the resignation from the media, but as far as they were concerned, he remains Premier. The family of the late Stephen Hawking is holding a lottery to choose 1,000 people who will get a free ticket to attend a service of Thanksgiving in the British physicist's honor at Westminster Abbey. Hawking's ashes are to be interred June 15 at the London Church between the graves of Isaac Newton and Charles Darwin. The cosmologist's account of the mysteries of space, time, and black holes in a brief history of time won him international acclaim. His work went on despite being diagnosed at age 21 with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, or ALS. In a nod to the public, Hawking's Foundation will select 1,000 applicants at random to attend the Abbey. The Abbey will be open for free afterwards for the public to pay their respects at his graves. Temperatures are 22 degrees in Johannesburg, 31 degrees in Lagos, and 14 degrees in Washington, D.C. Catch me at 2:30 bringing you your latest sports updates. And if we have missed any newsworthy information, feel free to let us know. On Twitter, we are Brand Live Radio, and on Facebook, we are brandlive.co.za. I am Khaugelo Rebel Rose Rataha on Facebook as well. Next up is the Dramatic Talk with Bongani Drama.
It's time to buckle up.
now. This is
Bongari Drummo. It's Skumba the DJ, and this one is titled Wrong Beat, Zorel's birthday bootleg as well coming through. It's 10 after 2 Central African time, right here on brandlive.co.za. The name of the show is The Dramatic Talk with myself, Bongani Drama. Rose Rata just gave you, your news headlines and your news, bulletins rather, of everything that's happening in and around the world. Thanks to Sydney Davey of the Takeover for keeping you a loop until 2 p.m. A big thank you to Sydney by all means. How are you doing, Rose?
I'm good. How are you, Drama?
I'm amazing. Thank you so much. Had an amazing weekend?
Not really. I was working.
Were you working?
I was rehearsing,
Oh,
actually.
but last week you said you had an amazing long weekend because you were working. But now this time around you're working, but you
Yeah,
didn't
but
have
I'm really tired now.
Are you exhausted now?
Yeah, I'm
It's
exhausted.
okay. You have to work. Your work has to be done.
Yeah, work is life.
Alrighty, folks, what's coming up on the show? On the Convo Corner, we're talking speaking to your ex after a breakup. A lot of you have got exes. I mean, I've got 1 or 5, but, I'm not speaking to any of them. So I'm going to find out how I will need to, find out how I can speak to them. Drama Timid coming up. People's Poet Mzoke Mbuli takes on Google, and we look at the royal wedding drama as well. Your sports headlines coming through, and I'm going to be having a chill and chat with Zalmain as well right here in studio. A little bit of fashion fed. We look obviously at what was going down at the gala, at the Met Gala right down there in Hollywood, finding out who was wearing who with what and how they were wearing it as well. Actually, everyone was looking amazing. However, you do have, the ones that you love and the ones that you probably thought that they actually are not doing an amazing job. Is there any that, anyone that you loved?
Rihanna, of course. Riri is my girl, and she goes all out all the time.
Yeah.
She is the Pope, guys.
She's the Pope.
Yeah.
Stunning. Because, the theme was quite Catholic as well, right?
Yeah. And Kim Kardashian looked like a chalice.
Oh, yeah, she did.
Yeah.
She did. Righty, folks, it's 11 after 2 Central African time right here on brandlive.co.za. The name of the show is The Dramatic Talk. Welcome aboard.
It's time to buckle up.
Now, this is
Bongani drama.
Askulumeni in the Convo Corner.
Check this out.
It's time for the Convo Corner.
It is absolutely time for the Convo Corner. And obviously now, as I mentioned, we're speaking to your ex after a breakup. But also, are you speaking to your ex at the moment? Because I know you are in a relationship at the moment, but are you speaking
I
to
am.
your ex?
No, I'm not in contact with any of my exes.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's been a minute.
None of them?
Well, my recent ex, when we broke up, I made sure I deleted every single thing of his.
Really?
Yeah.
But have you noticed, that as soon as you break up with someone, everybody in your life is quick to offer the advice. Everyone.
Yeah,
Unless
true.
you tell them, right?
Yeah.
And they tell you should how to handle it as well, and make sure to affirm that you deserve so much better than you need, to just move on and cut that person out of your life.
Yeah, and
have you received that?
Absolutely. It's very easy, and I've done that as well. It's very easy for us to tell people that you'll be okay, you'll find somebody better. But at that moment, that specific person has to endure what they're going through.
Yeah.
If they are heartbroken, then they have to go through that, And
Completely.
the best advice they could get is their own advice. They mustn't run away from the hurt, because it will follow them in the next relationship.
But I mean, the people that are giving you advice, they mean well by all means. And, someone has come to realize that there's no right way to break up. There's no rule book for how you're supposed to handle it or how you're supposed to feel as well. Now, often we are told to just, keep moving forward and tell ourselves it will be fine. It's like when you lose a loved one and people tell you to literally move on and life will be much better. Now, move on from that person and just act like they weren't a huge part of your lives a few days ago. That's another thing, because then if you were with this person for quite some time, for 10 to 15 years, and you break up, obviously it's going to take a little bit of time to get away from it as well, right?
Yeah, especially in the mind. Because it's funny how when certain people leave your life, your brain sort of recollects everything that you did with that person. The smallest things just remind you of them. It just makes it harder to move on. But eventually, this is life. You will move on. You will, find somebody else and, begin a new adventure with somebody.
And you adventure with someone else, right? But I mean, obviously, as hard as it is, you'll get over it.
Yeah.
Right? And look, it's okay to contact your ex, but only under these 3 strict conditions. no sex is the first one. We all know that how sex can, mandle feelings, because you might say that you're visiting him, right, to find out how they're doing, and then it might lead to, you and him getting to bed and having sex, and it might make you feel much better, and you guys might actually either regret it or maybe, fix things. But no sex is one of them. See your ex, yes, but no sex. By all means. Now, the second one coming through is keep it short and to the point. You want to check in. You want to purge your emotions, whatever. Now, all this is acceptable and understandable. So keep your interaction with your ex focused on this goal. You don't want to slide back into something that you weren't happy with to begin with. So you don't want to go back to something that you actually, you were not happy with. He was not making you feel happy. By all means, now you're going to go back there because now you feel that your feelings for him are literally coming back together. But then you find yourself that 2 months down the line, again, you're feeling the same way you felt when you broke up with them.
Yeah, which is a point Goketo made last week over this conversation that we had, that what's the point of going back if you guys had broken up in the first place?
Completely.
What makes you think that it's gonna work again if it didn't work for the first time? Because okay, for the next we get back together, the next 2 weeks things work out, but then we fall back again on what made us break up in the beginning initially. So
it's crazy, right? Now, the third one coming through is be mindful. Most importantly, always keep in mind that you're officially over, at least for the time being, right? But you have to always have it that actually it's over. I will see him, but it's over. You and I are not seeing each other. Every interaction with your ex while you're going through the phases of being, of breaking up should be approached with a clear understanding of why you broke up. Right? So it must be clear that we broke up because of these conditions.
Yeah.
Now, seeing your ex to get clarity or in the hope of closure does not nullify this fact, nor does it correct previous bad behavior from either partner. Now, more than that, it in no way guarantees any change in behavior or attitude in the future. Now, you want to get a coffee with your ex, go for it, but in no way expect that this one coffee will be a wake-up call you were hoping for also. No matter how much he or she says, I will change, I promise. It never happens.
It never happens.
Because then at that moment, you are dealing with someone's emotion who is going through a breakup and they're missing you so much, asshole. And now, when you meet them for coffee or you meet them for cocktail, whatever the case may be, then obviously going to pull their heart out as they did when they met you the first time.
Yeah, and I mean, it's okay.
Yeah.
Really. It's okay for you to miss me or for me to miss you. But we broke up.
So it's like, whatever.
It is.
Let's not even see each other ever again.
If we bump into each other, then we bump into each other. But personally, I immediately, I block, delete, remove pictures.
Report as spam, spit on them.
Absolutely.
Report them to the president.
Because I feel like it helps me in my process of healing.
What happens when the sex was amazing? When the sex was hitting? When that partner maybe used to give you amazing sex? Like the sex with him was the most gorgeous sex ever. What happens when that happens? And now, you bump into them at a party. They are single, they are alone. And, you also probably are feeling a little bit naughty that evening, or you feel that there's a lot of thirst that you're going through. And here's this one person that was making it a point that they fulfill your needs as a woman or as a man as well. And they happen to be at that place at that particular moment. And, do you then take them home?
No, you take a cold shower because sex doesn't solve anything.
I understand, because obviously those are the 3 rules when you see your ex. One of the most important ones: do not have sex with them.
Yeah.
Now, Kirch says of her ex, he wrote me a text around 6 p.m. on my birthday, wishing me a happy birthday and sending well wishes. And I did the same last week on our once shared dog's birthday. I was a simple exchange with good intention. So, happy birthday, hope you're good, bye. But it's definitely not always that cut and dry. Someone I knew celebrated their birthday the other day, and their ex reached out. He was really disturbed to hear from her, even though it was a simple text. She continues. They had a tumultuous, on and off relationship for years, and argued a ton. So they argued forever. And he found her message very calculated, a way for her to get back into his head after they haven't talked for months. So that could also be another, because let's be honest, women can be very manipulative as well. They're able to play with your mind. They're able to send you happy birthday and you're like, oh, she's speaking to me. So what does this mean? Does it mean now she's getting back into my life or whatever the case may be? Also, going cold turkey with your ex after a breakup is great in theory, as it is probably the correct course of action, but it is not realistic. Most of us reach out to the ex in one way or another. It is important to realize this is perfectly normal and understandable, especially for emotional significant relationships. What is important is to constantly be mindful of why you're reaching out, what you hope to gain from it, and what caused you to break up in the first place. Right? So we go back to that. What caused you to split in the first place? If the split is consensual and both partners leave as friends, then catching up occasionally can be both positive and it can be a healing process if done correctly. All right. Now, closure is good for anyone. Talking with your ex, being able to be honest, with each other about why it didn't work and that you're moving on can really help to put a true end to that chapter of your life as well. Only closure means you can move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you need closure for you to move on.
Completely.
Because if you don't have closure, you bring in your past relationship burdens into a new relationship.
Completely.
And then you're an insecure person in your new relationship. And
Completely.
it causes another brawl.
It's
and
an
it's the
entire
same
debacle.
problems. So you're coming in with problems that you were dealing with back then. And you still have to deal with them now. It's just a new,
Again.
different person.
Look, I still say if the sex was amazing, go back for one night.
No, that's...
One night!
No.
Look, our technical producer is agreeing because he looks like someone who, in actual fact, will do it. But I mean, one night. If it has to happen one night, let it happen for one night, but no strings attached. Make it a friendly thing, a friendly gesture to say, this is what you're missing, actually. I guess. I don't know.
No.
I'm just
Maybe
saying.
when he sees me with somebody and he knows that I'm, being busy with that person, then they'll know what they're really missing.
What they're really missing. Alrighty, folks, we want to find out from you and let you know, let us know rather of what you think about our, today's Convo Corner at Bongani_Drama at Brand Live Radio on Twitter, BrandLive.co.za on Facebook as well. We're going to keep the conversation happening throughout the entire show. Hashtag the Convo Corner. Drama-tainment is still to come. I've got Zamain as well right here coming through in Studio 21 after 2. Mark worldwide every day. Stick around.
I just wanna shoot my every day. Yeah. Every day. It's a my boy. Every day. It's my fucking compressor. Every day. I just wanna get faded. Every day. Lima chita go fella. Every day. Mandela money we make it. Every day. I just wanna get paid. I just wanna get paid. Every day. I just wanna get faded. Every day. Lima chita go fella. Every day. Mandela money we make it. Every day. I just wanna get paid. I just wanna get paid. Every day. So I really need a drinker with a nice chiquita. Wanna get paid like Lobola. Milking the game like a farmer. Working time, I'll party till retire. Kill your drama. We out here to live it up. We don't really care. We'll be out there to turn up. My face just hit TV, electrifying performance. When you see me, wanna beat me. I've been on the grind, my partner with my heru. Life too short to be worried about haters hating. I wanna drink up cause no liquor in heaven. I just wanna get faded. Every day. Lima chita go fella. Every day. Mandela money we make it. Every day. I just wanna get paid. I just wanna get paid. Every day. I just wanna get faded. Every day. Lima chita go fella. Every day. Mandela money we make it. Every day. I just wanna get paid. I just wanna get paid. Every day. Faded. I don't remember what sober feel like. If it got a percentage, I damn well really like. I never drive sober, I'm always in high definition vision.
23 after 2 Central African time right here on the Dramatic Talk on BrandLive.co.za. The name is Bongani Drama. Hey, Supra doesn't want to get off.
He doesn't want to. And I mean, these strikes have been going on.
Yeah?
I mean, I feel like
But I mean,
personally.
why not? Because, if it has to get to a point, it has to get to a point. It must happen.
Yeah, these people get in denial most. They can see the situation is dire and they're not doing anything to change the situation, and the people are voicing out their concerns.
Yeah, we need another coup. We need something else to happen. The same way it happened with the president of the nation.
Yeah.
It needs to happen. If people are not happy about you as the leader, then, cut it off. Sit down, go home, do something else.
You see, I feel like it's also the leadership that you've been under.
Yeah.
See with Zuma what he did.
Yeah.
Then the people under him think they can do whatever they
Yeah.
want because he could do it.
Because he could do it as well, yeah.
Yeah, so as a leader, man, set a great example. He should leave.
Interesting, he has to leave. Alrighty, it's 24 after 2 Central African time. Your favorite features coming through. Dramateement.
Extra, read all about it.
Scene 1, Apple, take 1.
It's the drama-tainment.
It is absolutely time for Dramatainment, and the first story coming through is the people's poet Mzwakhe Mbuli takes on Google. Now, Mbuli mentioned that this is all because Google has wrongly put his name next to the list of South African celebrities living with HIV. He mentioned that when people started asking him about his status, he thought it was an April Fool's joke until he was showed a picture and saw how serious this was. Now, according to the people's poet, he has instructed his lawyers to institute legal action against the search engine Google for defamation of character. He also confirmed to SABC News that he has indeed instructed his legal people to take action. However, the company that is Google claims not to know who put his picture next to the folks known to be HIV+. He mentioned that he has done an album in KZN and 10% of the royalties were donated to HIV and AIDS victims, and has done a few songs also with regards to the virus and does not discriminate against people living with the virus. He mentioned that he just has a problem labeled or being labeled as being infected with it, and he is not. Now, it says people that are trying to destroy him must come out, as he's not afraid of them. He further mentioned that Google is not God. Who is Google and what is Google? Now, the author of the original story done for a non-profit organization was a profile of him, in which the original story was a positive piece. However, the use of his picture in the story implies he's also HIV positive. Look, of course, it is defamation of character, right? It is so much. However, then it comes across as does he have a problem with people who are HIV+? Of course, he doesn't have a problem with that. However, he's a brand, right? He's a poet. And if you're going to search someone like Bongani Drama and it's going to be a list of people that have got diabetes and I'm not diabetic, then it's a huge problem. Because if I want to get an endorsement deal with, say, an energy drink that's got lots of sugar, then I'm not going to get it. Only because then, I'm said to have
Somebody
diabetes.
else's careless mistake.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's actually interesting what you're saying. Yes, he's been wrongly accused or defamated, labeled. But why is he then attacking people? It seems as if he's attacking the people who have, he's
It's not
against
even, I don't think it's an attack. It's just, maybe you should have dealt with it in another way.
Yeah.
Instead of suing, but to just let them know that, guys, actually, I've got, here are my test results. I'm not HIV positive. And I think you just made a mistake. Instead of now obviously Google is a big brand, right? So you will sue them billions and they'll give them to you. So this is his chance to actually make a lot of income from Google, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, the next story coming through before we go to the sports news. Royal wedding drama. We all know that the royal wedding, preps are underway, and like any wedding, there is bound to be drama. Meghan Markle's half-brother mentions that it is not too late to call off the wedding. Why? Thomas, the half-brother to the princess-to-be, mentioned this in an open letter to Prince Harry, urging him to call off the wedding before it is too late. Now, the 51-year-old half-brother described Meghan in the letter as jaded, shallow, conceited, below C-average Hollywood actress attempting to act the part of a princess. He further mentioned in the letter that it's very apparent that the tiny bit of Hollywood has gone to her head. Now, Thomas accuses Meghan of using her own father until he was bankrupt, forgetting about him in Mexico and leaving him broke over mostly her debts. Now he's revealing how Meghan is acting all phony, giving the greatest performance of her life. It is mentioned that Meghan last saw her half-brother at their grandmother's funeral back in 2011. Okay, it's a huge thing. I mean, also look at it this way. This guy is coming out now, when the wedding is happening. But why did he not come out when they were still dating? People are out there to get everything to happen for themselves. You look at this woman that is taking Tupac's letter that Tupac wrote to Madonna, and she's taking it out for auction. she's trying to make money because they were friends with Madonna, but now then something really bad happened and she decided to steal the letter, and now the letter is off, on the market for auction. And also you find that Mariah Carey's assistant, who says Mariah used to sexual assault her for being just naked around her. Now she also needs money.
People capitalize on the most weirdest things.
Yeah, people
and you
do that.
don't realize how much it might affect that person's life.
Completely.
Right?
Completely.
Oh, come on.
It does, and it does it in a deeper way than we think, because obviously all of these people, are in the limelight and they're trying to make means for themselves, ends meet for themselves as well. And other people are out there to make it a point that they make money out of it. You look at the hashtag Oprah Winfrey for president. Someone has already bought that hashtag and is selling it to. I mentioned it. Beginning of the year that someone is already selling it to Oprah Winfrey to say, if you are going to be running the campaign for being president, this hashtag, I'm selling it to you for this amount. Because I've registered
it's mine.
It's mine. And I mean, look, hashtags can be changed around anytime you want them to.
True.
Right? Yeah, it's crazy. Alrighty, folks, that's what we have for you right here on a Dramatainment. Let us know what you think about the two stories: the royal wedding drama and a poet who, in actual fact, is being said to have HIV and AIDS. It's 2:30. Rose Ratacha, it's your time.
It's time to buckle up.
Now, this is
Bongari drama.
Time to talk about sports.
Don't touch that dial.
It's time for the sports news and the sporting stars of tomorrow right here on
Brand Live.
Kick-starting your sports news with cricket. Amla set standard in country championship. A very good afternoon. I am Rose Ratacha. South Africa's Hashim Amla is setting the standard in the 2018 edition of England's County Championship. After 4 rounds of action, the 35-year-old is the leading run scorer in Division 1. Amla has played in all 4 matches of Hampshire, and while he has not been at his best for the Proteas recently, he has been in good form on the county scene. In 7 innings, Amla has scored 381 runs with 1 century and 3 half centuries at an average of 54.42 to lead the way in the competition. And in your PSL news, playing in Africa comes with sacrifices, says Gekana. Hlompo Kekana says Mamelodi Sundowns players have made a lot of sacrifices for the club to become a force domestically as well as in Africa. The Brazilians will play their final match of the 2017-2018 ABSA Premiership season this coming weekend, having already clinched the title with a game to spare. And in tennis, Nadal Murray head strongest ever Queens lineup. Spain's world number 1 Rafael Nadal heads what organizers say is the most formidable lineup for Queens, the historic grass tournament in London that is a key warm-up event for Wimbledon. Aside from Nadal and 5 others from the present top 10 tournament, is likely to see Britain's 2-time Wimbledon champion Andy Murray, a 5-time winner of the Queen's title, play as he makes a comeback after his hip surgery. That's all for your sports news. Catch me again in the last 13 minutes, bringing you your last bit of the news bulletin. Temperatures remain 22 degrees in Johannesburg, 31 degrees in Lagos, and 14 degrees Celsius in Washington, D.C. If we have missed any sports news, let us know on our Twitter and Facebook pages. We are Brand Live Radio and brandlive.co.za. I am Khaukelo Rebel Rose Ratacha on Facebook as well.
Thank you so much, Rose. Who has their hip deep?
Oh no, it is, I'll tell you just now, Andy Murray.
Yeah.
So he had a hip surgery and wasn't involved in tennis for a while, but he's back now.
Shucks. Okay, so hopefully that everything is gonna go well for them.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Alrighty. Thank you so much for those sports news. Catch you again before we leave the show. She's gonna be giving you your last news bulletins. It's a 14:32 right here Central African time on brandlive.co.za. Zaymon is coming through. Stick around.
brandlive.co.za. You're listening to brandlive.co.za.
Hi, it's Ugo Tuvi James. Tune in to Brand Live Radio every Monday at 1 o'clock for Love and Relationship by Ndon E. Ndon. Keep listening. God bless you.
In your face, all over the place. We're online 24/7. 24/7. You're listening to the hottest internet station.
Brand Live.
No doubt.
You're listening to brandlive.co.za.
Hi, it's Ugo Tuvi James. Tune in to Brand Live Radio every Monday at 1 o'clock for Love and Relationship by Ndon E. Ndon. Keep listening. God bless you.
It's time to buckle up.
Now, this is
Alrighty, it's 14:32 Central African Time right on brandlive.co.za. The dramatic talk with myself, Bongani Drama. Zamain is in studio, multi-talented, versatile and unique musician who has found a platform to accurately express himself without boundaries through his music. Now he specializes on dancehall, Afrobeats, house and hip-hop, and is currently signed under the stable called True Classic Entertainment. One of his objectives is to inspire and encourage young, disadvantaged people to keep on following their dreams and reaching their goals despite the challenges that life brings. Welcome.
Yeah, how are you doing, my guy?
I'm fantastic. Well, I'm not. I'm going to let you know why. Because we called you here last year, you didn't come through.
Yeah. You know what happened last time? I thought you were very local because myself I'm from Pretoria, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, like as I came today, I was really forcing to pull up because I'm around Josie today.
That's amazing.
So last time I wasn't really around SA at all. So I was hoping we could do Telefonica or something.
Oh, fantastic.
But I'm glad I'm here today.
I'm so happy you're here. Now let us know a little bit about your journey from where you began to where you are right now.
Oh, okay. By the way, I'm Zaiman.
Zaiman.
It comes from Zama. I'm Zama Maseko from there. So at this point in time, I'm signed by Tat Entertainment, based in Pretoria. So with me, it's been a long journey. I started this back in 2008. I used to be part of a dance crew. You know, we used to do this competition until one day we won a biggest deal. You feel?
Nice.
Yeah, a biggest deal that included all recording deal, videos, and all that. So from that time, the talent of writing, you know, the art of writing came into the picture. So from that day, I never looked back, you know, and a lot of opportunities been knocking by the door. Myself, I'm still knocking by the doors.
That's amazing. Have you visited Jamaica before?
Nah.
Are you probably
just in my dreams? Just in my dreams.
But are you at least getting to go there?
Most def.
Now you mentioned that you signed to another record company, but then what about Too Classic?
Too Classic is my thing. I used to be Too Classic individual, you know, because you know the major key is signing yourself, you know. But at this time, I realized that no, let me try to work with other people because I've been working by my own for the past many years. So this time I'm working with a crew that's really pushing, you know.
Nice.
Tat Entertainment.
Explain to us Zai and Man.
Okay, Zai is two different man. You know, Zai and the man is not one man, you know.
Yeah.
The Zai is the power. Like, you know, I'm dropping an EP called the Zai Power very soon.
Nice.
So the Zai is the power, the man is the physique. So it's the Zai man.
Oh.
The man needs the Zai to conquer, you feel?
My man.
So I'm Zai man. You can be Zai man. Anybody can be the Zai man.
You speak to the soul. I'm getting teary. So you mean that you say that the word Zai in Japanese means a dosage of medicine?
It's a dosage.
Hence, your music is medication to one's soul. And the word man simply refers to man.
Yeah, man.
So a man's soul.
A man's soul. Yeah, it's very deep, deeper than ish.
Are you dating anyone?
At this point in time, I'm really struggling, man. You know, with this moving now and again. It's really
because
hard.
This needs to be a punchline.
I'm not gonna lie.
If you are to ask someone out like Rose, you must let them know what Zaimon means. And I'm telling you, they're gonna be blown away.
Yeah, true that. I love that.
Tell us, how did you get to perform? I think you performed at the Sona Chiefs Whip Gala dinner at Mbombela.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
By that time, because like I'm saying, I've been in this game for the past 10 years now.
Yeah.
So by that time, I was still based in Nelspruit, which was 2014, if I'm not mistaken.
Nice.
Yeah, there was a big stage because I was with artists such as Atha Mofokate, Chomi as well.
Listen
you know, the likes of Stunkero, because you know, Mpumalanga, we always recognize the local musicians.
Nice.
Yeah, so by that time I was still based in Nelspruit. I was also doing my law at TT. I did law as well. So I was at Nelspruit studying.
Hey, I'm from TT also.
Yeah, I saw that.
Stunning.
Yeah, so I was still there at that time, starting at part-time doing the music. So I had a great opportunity to perform at that stage.
Oh wow.
Chief Whips Gala dinner.
That's amazing.
And
I mean, I want you to take me through the journey journey of being just, a musician, being able to be called to that gala dinner? Because I mean, a lot of musicians are struggling to even get a simple gig in Melville to come and perform at one of the nights. But how for you that journey from not being known by a lot of people, but then accidentally or however the case may be that it happened, and then you get to be this gala dinner?
With that, the answer, it goes back to uniqueness. You see, when you do your thing, like, this is me, nobody else do what I do. Because the problem is when they box you. The problem is when they actually compare you to other people. They say, you almost sound like that guy, So when that guy pull up, if you find that guy has a better even visuals, you feel what I'm saying? Because now he got visuals, he got the same craft that you got. So with me, I only focus on uniqueness, like being unique. Do your own thing.
Nice.
Unique pays,
Right? But I mean, now tell me about, let's get into your music now. I mean, you do a little bit of dancehall, Afrobeats, house and hip hop, but you come to me as more of a reggae artist.
Yeah. So, more of a reggae artist. That's the whole, the basics. Because now, if you notice very well, every reggae dancehall artist, you give him a house beat, he's gonna kill it.
He's gonna kill it.
Yeah.
And it sounds much nicer with the reggae feel anyway. I mean, I know Rihanna uses a lot of that, obviously because she's from Barbados. So they've got a lot of that happening.
She grew up with that.
She grew up with that.
With the music.
Fantastic. And the cannabis as well. And the MTN Bushfire Red Bull stage alongside DJ Master P, Swaziland in 2017. Hey, how was that?
That was a big stage, man.
Lovely.
It was my first time there, even to actually go there, because at times as a musician you make those not really oath or something, but you actually tell yourself, I'm only gonna pull up at a such show when I'm part of it. Because with promoters at times they tend to look down on arts, but as soon as you're up there on that stage now, they like respect because they saw what you did, the magic you did there. So last year there was magic on stage. 28 May again. This year it's Bushfire again. So
again, did you get it again?
This year we're there again.
Stunning. As a musician, do you have an entire team that works for you? Do you have a PR manager? Do you have anyone else that's making show? I mean, do you have a social media manager? Do you have everyone? Do you have an entire team that makes sure that you get to your event on time?
Nah, not really, man. We just try by all means to make it be on point, Because at this time I got Tat Entertainment, It's a big family. I got 3 managers.
Nice, you see,
with 3 managers. They try to make sure I'm there on the social sites. I'm there with the radio interviews and TVs and all that. So it's still a beginning. Let me just say, it's still the beginning. Yeah.
And what do you want to say to up and coming ones? That are probably trying to give up because I mean they're seeing how life is taking them. Because I mean it's not that stunning. Growing up. It's never glitz glam as we see it on social media. You have to put in the work as much as possibly as you can. What do you want to say to them?
It's just few words, growing a thick skin. You feel what I'm saying? Because when you pull up with something different, especially if you're a misfit, that's the right. When you pull up, people be thinking, this one, there's something wrong in his mind. Maybe he needs to go to a psychiatrist. He needs to be told that he's whack.
Yes.
But stuff like that makes you stronger. When people actually tell you that you're not gonna be, you're not gonna make it. You'll never be a cover guy. You'll never be a cover girl. Stuff like that. So things like that, they actually make you don't listen to what they say. When are you focus on what you know better? And that's you doing yourself better than yesterday.
Stunning.
Productivity every day.
That is so profound, and I'm hoping that whoever's listening and is trying to get themselves out there as well understands that that's the most important thing to do ever, right? And Harvest, is this your new single?
Yeah, it is. Harvest.
Nice.
Yeah.
And how did it come about?
Harvest, I was in Mozambique, Maputo. I worked with Dalu Beats. It's a young producer based in Maputo. So I worked with him and William Banks. William Banks is currently signed by Busy Music from Portugal. But he's based in Mozambique.
Sure.
So it was
you
a
guys
great
are international
opportunity.
stars.
It was a great opportunity to work with William Banks and Dalu Beats.
Nice.
Yes. So it's gonna be part of the Zai Power project, which will drop. I'm not sure yet, but it's gonna be part of the project, the full project.
5 years from now,
where
can we see you?
5 years from now, man, it's Scooping Awards.
Nice.
Scooping the awards, playing on radio now and again. Because with me, my guy, I don't want to blow my own horn or something. But I always come up with a different flavor. A different flavor. And right about now, we give them the Rasta flavor, which could be on house music, which could be on it bomb. We mash up anything.
Yes, we mash up anything. Anything.
Yeah, man.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you so much. And where can we find you quickly on social media?
Oh, on social media, I'm Zaiman. Zaiman with the Z, AIMARN.
Nice.
Zaiman. On Instagram, I'm also Zaiman. On Twitter, I'm Zaiman2Classic, at Zaiman2Classic.
Lovely.
Then there's the website, which is www.tataentertainment.co.za with the music. And
Simon, all the best. I can't wait to see you on bigger stages, like bigger stages.
Like you want to
right?
tell them, no, I know this guy.
I know this man who was making ladies blush in studio.
Oh, yeah.
They can't
Am I?
believe
Am
it.
I? Am I?
They're not even listening to conversation. They are dead. They're in Barbados with you. They're in
Yes,
Jamaica
that's very
at
dope.
the beach with you. Caribbean man. Thank you so much, Zaiban. Alrighty, here's an amazing one. Harvest featuring Williams Banks. We come back with Fresh Effects. Stick around.
Way to London or to Kingston, oh Maputo, me are the ruler. Very straight and petty straight, some say I'm a ruler. Fusabane, hey, now is the time to harvest, cause I've been through all the tests. Now I'ma prove I'm the best, like King Kong bang in the chest. Fusabane, now is the time to harvest, cause I've been through all the tests. Now I'ma prove I'm the best, like King Kong bang in the chest. Estamos trancados no buff, só falamos de dinheiro. Tenho papo com piqueiros, já chegaram os simoqueiros. Samboqueamos garimpeiros, Paco Rabanne é o cheiro. Andamos com ouros no peito, toda cinza no cinzeiro. Vê o rap dela como Dinda, todos os vossos drops são swingers. Pull it trigger, nigga, pull it trigger. Hiroshima, nigga, Hiroshima. Tamo a vir, nigga, corre. Barba big tipo bode. Eles estão a dormir, usaram pijamas. Afasta matreco, seu Ana Montana. 5 anos no game, não saem da lama. Comprei terreno em Bahamas. Todos os dias eu bato mangala. Falei contra a cama para dar-me uma arma. Mampara. Ei, moça, uma estrela. Cada vez estou mais bela. Sem vos sabalele. Bavune, babele. Fusabane. Babume, bavune, mabe. Hey, now is the time to harvest, cause I've been through all the tests. Now I'ma prove I'm the best, like King Kong bang in the chest. Fusabane. Babume, bavune, mabe. Hey, now is the time to harvest, cause I've been through all the tests. Now I'ma prove I'm the best, like King Kong bang in the chest. Fusabane. Babume, bavune, mabe. Hey, now is the time to harvest, cause I've been through all the tests. Now I'ma prove I'm the best, like King Kong bang in the chest. Fusabane. Babume, bavune, mabe. Hey, now is the time to harvest, cause I've been through all the tests. Now I'ma prove I'm the best, like King Kong bang in the chest.
Brandlive.co.za.
Please relax, let me have a moment of your time. Oh, I got something to tell. You see me, one day I almost lost my mind. I live to tell you everything. Oh, no, I lost my mind. I never took the time to see what I was feeling inside. 4 years you held my light, you had me locked up in your night. And then the moon break. That's when I knew that we were over. It never ever felt the same since that day. I know you're doing quite alright, and lately I'm doing just fine. I'm doing fine. The sun still shines on you. There's nothing in the world I know I cannot do. So full, I see that diving into my soul, and you didn't even care to know how tarnished I felt. See, your problem is I understand me more than you
Amanda Gia, I'm doing fine, right here in the Dramatic Talk on breadlive.co.za. And of course, Zyman came through with Harvest featuring William Banks right here on breadlive.co.za. Quite amazing music. We love it so much, and I'm hoping that you also are enjoying it by all means. Thank you so much to each and every one of you, tuning in and streaming in as well. All the way in Potchefstroom, we can see you because you can hear us. Thank you very, very much there, to the Susanna family as well for listening through. I know you are, because you sent me a text and you told me that actually you are listening through. So thank you very much. Alrighty, let's go straight to the time for Fresh and Fit.
brandlive.co.za.
It's time to buckle up.
Now, this is
Bongani drama. Fashion Fit.
Yep, it is time for Fresh and Fit. And I mean, Rose, the gala dinner, the Met Gala was happening this, I think 2 days ago, or yesterday rather. And I mean, look, fashion was a thing. A lot of people looked amazing, including Rihanna, who was looking like the Pope, himself. And a lot of other, Katy Perry came through with wings, looked like an angel, and a lot of other as well, celebrities came through. I mean, you had Anna Wintour as well, was looking ravishing with just an amazing, dress that she probably made for herself as well. And then you have our very own Trevor Noah, who was wearing Balmain, on the red carpet.
Yeah.
Which was stunning. So, I mean, it's really great to see a lot of, celebrities that are gunning and are going for, this amazing gala dinner. And I also think that maybe they must stop inviting the Kardashians. They never stick to the theme anyway.
Yeah, no, like I was saying, Kim Kardashian looked like a chalice. She was just Kim Kardashian. With that dress with crosses on it.
Now, although the actual event isn't televised and has a strict no media policy, plenty of photographers, have descended on the carpet ahead of the Mass Costume Institute benefit, snapping fashion's elite and Hollywood's A-listers. Now, this year's theme, Heavenly Bodies, Fashion and the Catholic Imagination, has our favorite designers interpreting how Catholicism has influenced fashion throughout the ages. Now, Rihanna, one of this year's co-hosts, sported a pearl and crystal mason, mega gown inspired by a paper robe on the carpet as well. Now, Heaven's missing an angel as Katy Perry walked in carpet in a Versace gold link dress with matching thigh-high boots. She completed her look with oversized gold and cream angel wings. She looked ravishing. Now, and one of this year's co-chairs was Amal Clooney, kicked off the red carpet walking it with her husband, George Clooney. Now, Amal Clooney, who's 40 years old, sported a navy blue pant, full bustier, complete with a dramatic floral train designed by Richard Queen Azor, who was recently awarded the coveted Queen Elizabeth II Award of British Design. Anna Wintour came through, and a lot of other artists as well came through, and Beyonce came through as the Holy Ghost. She was looking ravishing.
You know her.
She came in as a Holy Ghost. Couldn't see her. At the red carpet, we looked for her. She was not there. Inside the gala dinner, she was not there. She was the Holy Ghost. And she was looking ravishing as a Holy Ghost.
She is. And I like her because she's so eccentric.
Yeah.
People were dressed up as chalices, as popes, physical beings. And what does she come as?
She!
Holy Ghost.
As the Holy Ghost,
in the flesh.
A lot of people, were gunning for Beyonce, but she couldn't attend, the Met, obviously because of Coachella. You know what I mean? So, big ups to Beyonce as well. Right, it's 14:51 Central African Time, right on Pranado.co.za. The Dramatic Talk, which is myself, Bongani Drama. Almost spoke to myself in third person. Happens all the time when we sign contracts. Alrighty, it's time for your last news bulletins with Rose Ratchaga standing by.
It's time to buckle up.
Now, this is
Bongani drama. It's the headlines.
Recapping your top stories this afternoon, I won't resign until the PEC has met Mahuma Pelu, and Hawking's family offers lottery for Westminster tickets. A very good afternoon. I am Rose Ratchaga. Embattled Northwest Premier Supra Mahuma Pelu will not officially announce his decision to step down from his role as head of the province on Wednesday morning as expected. A message from his office told journalists that the briefing had been postponed indefinitely. The advisory said this was due to the new developments overnight. The provincial leadership of the ANC has directed that I will not resign until the PEC has met today, Mahuma Pelu said. It's understood an emergency meeting had been called to discuss his decision. A member of the Chief Whip's office told that no resignation had been received from Mahumapelo. He said they heard about the resignation from the media, but as far as they were concerned, he remains Premier. The family of the late Stephen Hawking is holding a lottery to choose 1,000 people who will get a free ticket to attend a service of Thanksgiving in the British physicist's honor at Westminster Abbey. Hawking's ashes are to be interred June 15 at the London Church between the graves of Isaac Newton and Charles Darwin. The cosmologist's account of the mysteries of space, time, and black holes in a brief history of time won him international acclaim. His work went on despite being diagnosed at age 21 with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, or well known as ALS. In a nod to the public, Hawking's Foundation will select 1,000 applicants at random to attend. The Abbey will be open for free afterward for the public to pay their respects at his grave. Temperatures remain 22 degrees in Johannesburg, 31 degrees in Lagos, and 14 degrees in Washington, D.C. Catch me again next week, Wednesday, between 2 and 3 p.m. bringing you your latest news and sports update on the Dramatic Talk with Bongani Drama. And if we do miss anything during the course of the week, let us know on our social media platforms. We are Brand Live Radio on Twitter, brandlive.co.za on Facebook, and I am Kgaugelo Rebel Rose Rataga on Facebook as well.
Thank you, Kgaugelo Rebel Rose Rataga. Now, on the Convo Corner, we're obviously talking about, how to speak to your ex after a breakup, or would you speak to your ex after a breakup? And Jana van den Berg on my Facebook mentions that broke up with a musician still in the same band, can't leave the band, so still have to see him. And so shame, it's so sad, right?
That is sad. And what if they come with their new partner there?
It's crazy. Shame. What a sad thing to happen. All right, here's a little bit of Santi and Terry Treasure. Good things. We come back and wrap up the show. Stick around.
Smoke one, pour one. Everybody know, yeah, we finna turn up. 2 on, don't ask who's on. 2 cups. Roll one, smoke one, pour one. Everybody know, yeah, we finna turn up. 2 on, don't ask who's on. 2 cups, man, yeah, we got it going on. Don't get me wrong, all of this is yours if it's what you want. Nothing comes easy, gotta know. But we got a good thing going on. Roll one, smoke one, pour one. Roll one, smoke one, pour one. Roll one, smoke one, pour one. Everybody know we got a good thing going on. Got a good thing, got a good thing, got a good thing going. Got a good thing, got a good thing, got a good thing going. Got a good thing, got a good thing, got a good thing going. Got a good thing, got a good thing, got a good thing going.
New thing, yeah, feels like a new thing. When did the mood change? I'm used to the mood swings. They used to boo me, now I'm parking a new bait. Got no problems with you, lady. I ain't stopping the good thing. And what's the riddle if it's not about you? I'm stew a little when I'm not around you. Your shit is so arousing, meant to be treasured. I forgot about it. Now I'm taking measures. Damn, I'm lost without you. Fuck if the shoe fits. We got a good thing.
14:57 Central African Time, right on brandlive.co.za. The Dramatic Talk, myself, Bongani Drama. Thank you so much for streaming in. The Gateway, we're saying goodbye to you. If you just streamed in, we're saying goodbye, folks. Catch us again next week, right here. Every Wednesdays, 2 to 3 p.m. We are live at 27 Boxes in Melville. Come through, come see the boxes, come see the kids, come see what people are selling. There's a night market that happens every Wednesdays from 6 p.m. onwards. Alrighty, on the Convo Corner, we're talking, how to speak to your ex after a breakup. And one of the most important rules is not to have sex with them, right? And on Drama-tainment, we looked at the People's Poet, allegedly being labeled as HIV and AIDS, and is not happy with that. And the royal wedding drama also that we had. We also had a chat with Zyman, who was in studio, and it's quite amazing, and we can't wait for all that is happening for him. Catch, obviously, his new single, Harvest, featuring William Banks as well. That's going to be coming through. And on Fashion Thread, we looked at all their fashion at the Met Gala 2018. Beyonce came through as the Holy Ghost.
Hello.
Oh, hey, I mean, you know, she's that woman. Alrighty, Rose, thank you so much. We do again next week.
Thank you, Drama.
Alrighty.
And don't forget to catch Devil on the Cross. It opens tonight at the Wits Main Theatre, directed by Khafela Wamakhogodi and Prince Lamla.
Fantastic. We can't wait for that. And when is it? It's playing today and
We
Friday.
open tonight until Sunday.
Fantastic. Tonight until Friday. And all the details on which website?
Web Tickets. You get your tickets on Web Tickets under
Lovely.
Devil on the Cross.
Fantastic. So for all of you theatre lovers, go through. The name is Bongani Drama. Keep it, know it, and never forget it. Nizi featuring Jimmy Train and Talking About Me. To God be the glory. An amazing Wednesday feather. Bye-bye.
It can't be. It can't be. You talking about me? Hold up. I can't let this beat get the best of me, so I'ma pull up. Jimmy gon' roll up. Got 999 if you fuck niggas show up. Got on my side even though I fuck up my commandments. I love to see bad bitches dancing. Not even bragging. I get all my goons from the west, know my goons from the south. Got a mansion, so trust it's a must. We gon' go up. Yeah, for all of my niggas that's fucking, they ain't got a choice. I got the Durex submission. Forget all these bitches that's flexing. I treat her like she a session. I do all these things cause she lets me. I might even dip in her bestie. She been on my case about that nana. It smell like Teen Spirit Nirvana. She know my ting been like banana. And so, she follow wherever I go. But sorry girl, I don't need baggage. That's why you should jump in that pool cause you nasty. I got the life for niggas wanna mash me. Got a drug problem I struggle to manage. So for all you niggas hating on me, you never catch me sober, nigga. So please, is you talking about me, nigga? Yeah. I mean, don't you got somewhere to be, nigga? Talking loud here, you don't even belong around here. Get the fuck around me, nigga. Cause I know there's no love in this bitch. And my only goal is getting rich. And I'll never switch. So what you talking about me, nigga? Tell me, is you talking about me, nigga? Talking about me? Yeah. Is you talking about me? What you talking about? Hey. It can't be. It can't be, no. It can't be. Hey. Is you talking about me?
The God of the gods. You're guarding the gods or gardening.